Hello, this is going to be a personal chat, and I'd like to begin first with a message to Brooke. I'm drinking a Caveat Collection Grigio. Um, Brooke, I'm a little bit upset that I guess, I don't know, maybe I misunderstood um, what your job was in terms of assisting me. Um, but, I said I pretty much did what I wanted to do. I just needed your assistance with it. I went over my budget. I told you I was going to spend $300, $400 on AdWords, and I spent a lot more than that. I actually spent $550. Um, one of probably the most important thing that I wanted you to help me was promote my contest that ended up doing. I'm in the process of doing, and that's a bit upsetting that you weren't able to help me with that. Um, Now my challenge with, I guess, Google AdWords is trying to get that $100 voucher or credit. I don't think I'm gonna get it because I didn't start AdWords based off that promotion. I knew about it. I didn't know what I was doing. I was clicking around, and then voila, I saw I can advertise videos, and I just began doing it. And then I realized there's a promotion, and I received letters in the mail over the course of 2 years telling me about AdWords. It first began with a $50 credit and a $75, and now you raised up the ante to $100. you know, it seemed like you wanted to help me, but in the end you didn't. Um, so I don't hold it against you. Maybe you were just very busy. I understand I might come off as like I'm the most important guy. You have to help me. That's my mistake. Maybe if I came off that way, I've learned. I think I've. If I came off that way, I'm sorry. The videos that I were trying to do for you, you were just inspiring me to do those videos. It was nothing. That's it. Um, it's life, Life is magical, and people. We as people were stupid, especially in America. So, I'm just gonna assume that you were just extremely busy, and that's just the way it is. Um, so that's that. I guess it was nice to, I don't know. So that's how I wanted to begin my personal chat, and I guess now to everybody else. Hmm. Or to myself, for that matter. Cheers. I actually feel really good. Um, I did this. Um, Today I kind of looked at it and I realized um, it's helped me a little bit. Maybe brought me some inspiration. There's just a person attached to this ring, or just, I guess, hmm. Or just a reminder, don't fuck up. I think I'm doing okay on my YouTube channel. I'm just, it's growing little by little. I'm kind of happy. Um, uh, Generating a little bit of money. I plan to do a little bit more. No, I plan on doing like a little, I guess, a how-to or informational video about Google AdWords and Google AdSense. Just sees all the data, and YouTube Analytics. It's very fascinating that I could see how many people watched a video from start to finish. Um, that's kind of pretty important. I've been wanting to say this. There's some people who are, if they do things on YouTube, they do things for, let's say, the views. Some people might do it for the likes or for both. Some people might want to see, they might like it. They might like to see that there's a lot of people who like their videos by they took the time to press like. Some people would like to see comments. Like me personally, if I had a choice between comments or views, I would go with comments. Like likes and all that stuff. It does help with search optimization in terms of like generally speaking, the video with the most comments, the most views, and the most people that have favorited is the video that's going to show up when somebody searches for that video that happens to be around it. Like for instance, you search Skyrim, you're not going to see my video. You're going to see like Yoke's Cast. You're going to see like I think Rider Games. You're going to see Bethesda Studios, obviously. They have an advertisement, and they have their own YouTube channel for that. Obviously not the playthroughs, but just to promote the game. And then some other ones. I forgot the name. One more, K-pop or something like that. Some girl that like a gamer girl. She seemed pretty cool. I messaged her. I just had a question where I found out that well, it seems like Machinima on YouTube. They are the people. For instance, you have people who create games. Let's say Bethesda Studios right here. Then you have people like me, for instance, who Skyrim, pretty cool. I want to play the game, and I want to provide some commentary or just my experience of playing the game, and upload it to YouTube. And then you have Machinima, which is between the two. Which, from what this person told me, they and some other people suggested to me, I guess they, have a professional, suit and tie, lawyers obviously, and they handle all of the copyright things that are necessary for a person to, on a professional level. Okay, I'm recording to a new drive now because my original drive ran out of space. So, for the people on the professional level to be able to, I guess, without worry, and of course to be able to monetize their video game videos, okay, playthroughs or montage or whatever it may be, they can do it freely. But personally, there could be an argument that would allow for it, though. But it's every person that uploads things on YouTube, it's done by case to case, and especially in terms of video games, it's just unknown territory. There's really no rules or regulations. It's just done case by case, and kind of like, all right, it seems like this is okay, and then like it might be like, this seems like it's not okay. Like there's no there's no real rules. For instance, if there is a rule, for instance, I can't just take my favorite movie, let's say Titanic, get the DVD, pop it into my computer, load it up, put fraps, record it, go, oh, I want to share Titanic with the world. You can't do that. You will lose your YouTube account if you try to do that. Actually, you know what? It's not even going to play, to be honest with you. I actually tried to take one clip of a movie and I wanted to share it. Just one clip. I don't know how the people with the movie clips, are able to do it, but I wanted to take one clip, and it was just like this song. It was a very beautiful clip. It was from the movie, in the movie that most people never even heard of or saw, but it was the movie called The Warlords. and it's a fun movie. It's God, how do I explain it? Jet Li's in it. But, um, there's some historical information about the Chinese Revolution in that movie. Uh, I have no idea how from that movie you have communism, but um, yeah, it's a good movie. But there was a love story in that movie, and I wanted to kind of capture the love scenes. I don't know, into that kind of stuff. I realized today also, I'm a very sensitive guy. Like I'm actually overly sensitive. Like today I was playing games and I was like, I was making like a few jokes that, oh, maybe I'm gonna have my period soon. I feel like I'm very sensitive today. Just a funny joke. Yeah. It's fun. I was looking back at some, I haven't looked at all of them, but I look back and I have some videos from, I guess, it's gonna be 2012 soon. I look back, like 2011 was a good year, I guess. I can say 2010 was a bad year. 2009 was an okay year. 2008 was meh. 2007, 6 was kind of like, no, 07 and 08 were kind of like very bad for me. And then there was a few months where it was pretty bad. I was just feeling very depressed all the time, and just had no trust in anybody, and felt like everybody was just using me and just trying to fuck me over. And it's something for the most part, I've gotten over, or I've learned to deal with, and I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think, I don't know, the people that I know personally would like to just get a little bit more appreciation, or possibly even more support from. But I think that's part of life, though, something like that. I guess it's, maybe, no, I think in life we're all trying to, well, I think most people want the easy way out. And there's some people, I guess, who don't want the easy way, who want to, or maybe it's natural. I mean, for me, I'm a very stubborn person. Like, I want to do everything by myself, kind of. Or if I'm doing something, I want to understand fully what I'm doing. I can see I'm gaining weight. I mean, a little bit more weight could be a problem. I certainly do not want to end up as Israel, the man who sang Over the Rainbow song. I have this goal. Not a goal. It might be very foolish. But I want to at one point live on a street like a homeless person. Because I think life is so simpler that way. And I think just to experience it would help better, I guess, this kind of life, or the direction of this life. Help you appreciate things like warm. Like like if I was homeless right now, it's brutal outside. It's very cold, and my experience with standing from 11 o'clock at night to 8, 7 o'clock in the morning to purchase iPads, it kind of, I remember that. It was very cold. No matter how many clothes, every day, night after night, I would put more and more clothes with logic, thinking that I'll be warmer. But no, I was getting colder and colder. It made no difference how much clothes you put on. If you're standing and not moving, and it's cold, the cold gets in. I tried my best to cover, like I had socks, and I had everything that where there was no way that any air would be able to leave from my body. Like it would just be able to leave from here, I guess. It's still the cold air found a way to penetrate. So things like, for instance, if you're out living on the street and you're homeless, things like finding a place to set up a little fire for yourself to be warm. That would be, I guess, the equivalent of winning, let's say, $1 million. Like you're just, or not winning. Let's just say, I don't know. You get a box. You get a package in the mail. You're like, oh, you didn't order it. You're real confused. Maybe you're thinking, oh, maybe it's a gift. And you open it up and it's like $1 million. What would you? It's an interesting thing. Like, what would you do? What would I do? Suppose I get a box in the mail and there's $1 million in it. I think that one of the first few things I would do is I would take Charlie to a doctor. I've never taken him to the doctor, and he's about like 13, 14 years old, and he he vomits from time to. Let's just say he vomits every 2 days, and I don't know. It's been like that for like I guess 2 years now. So I think could have some sort of a problem, but it's very expensive to treat. I know. And if I had that extra money, I would certainly do it. Hey, Charles, you wanna participate? I'm doing a personal chat. Yeah, do it. Maybe we can watch it in a year. We'll watch it together in 1 year from now. Do it. Oh, you're gonna see all this disgusting cigarettes. I meant what I said, though. I don't know if I should say it. Might send the wrong message. For anybody watching. That once I work my way up to 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna quit smoking cigarettes. Because this guy made a funny joke to me. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna sit there and make Hotmail accounts." Like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. It's the worst thing you can do. Yeah. No chance. Look over there, though. Charles, look over there. Okay. So that's one of the first few things I would do is I would take him to the doctor. The next things I would do. Well, I'd probably pay off the loan on the car, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I'll pay a year's worth of car insurance, so I don't have to worry about that. And then you know what? And then I'll probably just get a sailboat. learn to sail, get like a sailing boat, and then just go sail the world. And make YouTube videos while I'm sailing. Because I realized something. Just the mere fact of spending money, you're doing a good thing. I didn't realize. My mother helped me, gave me advice on something, and then she basically kind of, you know, she basically said that, and then having her say that kind of made me realize that it's actually true. By you making money and spending money, you're doing a good thing because you're giving somebody else a job, you're giving somebody else a purpose, you're giving somebody else a means of providing a living for themselves and or their families. Even though that most people don't really realize it or think about it, you know. And it doesn't matter if it's a small business or if it's like a service, like you're gonna go get your nails done or a haircut, or you're gonna go to a convenience store and purchase a soda or coffee or a pack of cigarettes or a piece of gum, or you're gonna go purchase aspirin or toilet paper or whatever. You know, there's a factory that's producing it. There's workers that are making it. There's management. There's marketing. There's the person who created that whole operation. And there's the people who are delivering, the drivers, the et cetera, et cetera. The person and then the clerk who's selling it to you, the owner of the store, and goes on. It's a big, you know, it's just like this whole complex web. But they say, you know, well, not they say, but it's the sad truth. You know, like, it's not the same if we were to say, like, 30 years ago, because of inflation. Like, $1 million today is not, like, a lot, because realistically speaking, you know, purchasing a house in America, wife, kids, that 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 $1 million is probably going to be gone in a week to uh, like for I guess for an average person to pay off the loans on the house instead of these little payments for 40 years. They can pay it off and just have the peace of mind. Put away money for the students for the children's college. You know, like for instance, what is NYU? What is it? NYU is $20,000 or $30,000 a year. You need 4 years for a bachelor's degree. That's 80. That's 80 or $120,000, right? I mean, if I recall correctly, NYU is New York University. I think it's top 10 school. It's not, I don't think it's an Ivy school, but it's if it's not an Ivy school, it's one of the best schools, like top three. Um, Schools that are not part of the Ivy League system. Most people that go to those types of schools are Ivy League schools, that is. It seems like most of them are. Oh, I don't. I don't want to say anything about that. Hmm. Yeah, if I had this, not really fantasy, but a goal. I'm not sure if it's still there, but when I was, before I started, I guess, spending time on this, working, I, I had this scheme, not a scheme, like a grand, plan, just to get myself a sailboat, and one where I could live on, and, you know, travel. That's before I exchanged cars, and I signed a 5-year contract. I'm not sure if I made the right decision, but that's something I can always do later. But one of my goals with sailing was to actually sail through a storm, and to actually just maybe live for some time in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Just take that risk, that life risk, that adventure. You know, I die, I die, I don't die, I don't die. But it's not about safety, or it's about, I guess, conquering nature, or proclaiming yourself in front of nature. It might sound stupid, but I'm not sure. I've been thinking if the channel picks up a little bit, maybe dedicate some time in my old church, and see if I can practice. Well, no, it picks up. Well, one of my things was, I'm just in my. I have a grand vision for everything. Um, if I work up to getting myself 1,000 subscribers, I would I would try to join my old church's chorus, and so I can just work on my voice, because it makes me a little bit sad I couldn't hit the notes, but then again I could have been a little tired, as I've been singing that song quite a bit. Not for the sake of, like, oh, I want to be a musician or a singer, but uh, you know, as a hobby, I think it's something that I might enjoy. Because I saw this movie, and there was a scene where it's like these old friends, maybe in their 50s, they meet up for a few drinks at this bar, and the girls, the women, one of them, or all of them actually, there was two of them, they start singing these songs, and all the guys, the friends, uh, they're sitting there, having their drinks, and they're there watching them, and the movie did an excellent job. I don't know if that was one of the goals, but I was looking at it and I was like, wow, like, those are like real friends. It just seemed very, very beautiful. I don't remember what movie it was, but there's actually a lot of movies that, I guess, portray that. Um, I'm getting Charlie's hair over. I'm curious. 22 minutes. Hmm. I'm curious if I just continue this and get myself drunk. Then I'll tell you the secret to life. Hmm. Hmm. No, I don't know the secret to life. So, it's I don't know. Life's a struggle, I think. Well, for the time being, but I think it's necessary. I think you have to struggle. Uh, I don't think that anything in life should be handed to you or given to you. I think you have to earn every single thing in your life. Um, yeah, even things like love and relationships, um, or company or friends. I think it has to be. I believe, and I think I do the best at it, to practice that belief. That you need to, I guess, struggle with it. Not struggle with it. I'm using the wrong word. I believe I don't know if it's right or wrong. Or maybe I'm speaking out of my ass. Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. I want to move. My legs are uncomfortable. Okay. What do you want to do? Hmm. One of the few things I've been noticing the last 2 or 3 days, I've been waking up earlier. Not earlier, but I actually been waking up when it's dark, like 6. Yesterday, I think, like for instance, this morning, I think I woke up at like 5 a.m. The night before, I woke up at like 3 a.m. I'm curious what time I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. Am I gonna wake up at like 7, let's say, or 8? Like, is it just gonna like get like some cycle where every day I wake up like an hour later than the previous, or 2 hours, and just I don't know. I think it's something I need to fix. I've been neglecting sleeping, and I've been kind of, yeah, neglecting it. Yeah, I've been abusing it. Yeah, that's the right word. Where I would oversleep or undersleep, and just my sleep schedule was irregular and kind of erratic and just insane. It's not a good idea to wake up at 5 p.m. because I was missing kind of like the fact that I was missing daylight. And I've done that before in the past. Maybe certain people are, it's just certain people are that way. I don't think it's healthy. Mm. But it's very inspirational. It brings me a lot of creativity. Even though I have a lot of doubts about everything that I do. But I personally feel like I have a lot of creativity. Oh, sorry, I'm just see what kind of emails I got. Nice, I got a subscriber. Xer has subscribed to you. And I get a comment on my status update that I'm working on my personal chat. Let's see what the status update says. Oh, thank you. I was so bored. I watched the video now. I guess I'm See, I like that. I'm kind of, I don't know, serving a purpose. That's one of the hardest things I've had in life. Is, or I still, it's such a difficult thing for me. Maybe there's people, maybe there's, there's people like that. There's a few of us or whatever. Just maybe everybody's like that, or we're like that at one point, or maybe it's just our generation of young people. We have so many fucking choices. We have, I'm 26. I can do anything. Like I can just drop this and go study law and become a lawyer in 3 4 years, or go to medical school, become a doctor. I still have that opportunity. I don't know. Maybe I'm foolish, and maybe that's what I should be doing with my life. It's just I have so many choices I could do, and you know, and something that it's been pointed out by a few people. I'm not the first one to say it, thank God, but I've always been feeling it. So I'm very thankful that there's been like prominent people and wealthy people and elderly people and all types of people who've said that. So I'm not like crazy. I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing. Like you look back like 50 years ago or 60 years ago, let's say in America, United States, what were your choices? Well, after high school, you would, join the military or go to college or get a job. But no one, I guess they didn't think about that, when you go to college, you have like God, fuck, like thousands different types of things you could be learning. What should you be learning? you know, it's a mess. And it keeps growing and growing. There's more. Everybody wants. It's. I guess it's. Everybody. It's everybody. And I'm fortunate for things like I guess YouTube and Google and with the Wikipedia. I need to donate money to them. I can't afford it though. But I will once. At some. Hopefully at one point in my life. I want to start like donating money to them, maybe like a monthly program, like something, like $5 or $10. Um, it's because you can learn so much. It's all there for you. Because the whole idea of going to university or college, it's of course you're with other young people and you're gonna get ideas and you're gonna build a network or a network of people and for later in life. But you're also interacting with like your professors and your teachers, and it's a little different when somebody. It's a little easier to learn that way than sitting at home by yourself with like this book or on the internet reading and reading and reading. I'm doing it the best I can actually to stay sober and coherent and I guess reasonable, but I do kind of want to relax. So when I get to the point of I guess where I might feel embarrassed, I will stop. So forgive me. Even though this is a personal chat, I kind of want to share my. Well, I want to, but I shouldn't, and I won't. The ideas I have planned for my 2 videos for New Year's, and even though I said that I don't have enough, I've exceeded my my budget for Google AdWords. I think I'll create one still for um, for the Christmas video. I mean, for the New Year's videos, just so share it with the people. Um, and of course, there's another reason for it, and personal reason, and when I do it, hopefully it'll come out the way I envision it, and it'll be understandable. Hmm. Oh, hmm. But two people. I should have put that in the status update. I already decided on two people who are going to be winning the copies of Skyrim, and there's two people that I'm in the process of thinking and fully deciding. So there's still two people that could be potential winners that I haven't discovered yet. But I'll still take the I'll still reread everything just to make sure that there's somebody I didn't miss that I feel should. I don't want to say how. Once it's all over, once it's all decided, I'll explain my reasonings. I don't want to spoil it, or just that's the way I want to do it. Huh. Load disk space. Yeah, I know. Maybe I should end it here. It's already like 34 minutes. Maybe I should continue. I'm very fortunate that with my YouTube account where I can upload longer videos. I remember when I was oh, there's something I did. In 2009, I had this idea, and at that point, I didn't have enough strength, I guess, and I couldn't overcome, I guess, some of my personal challenges. I wanted to. This was my original idea for my YouTube channel. It was IRL productions, and I wanted to create thought-provoking videos. And so I created a business card for it. I got hundreds of them. They were done for free. Oh god, my number's on here. I'm gonna get spammed. And you know, my first last name, it says director, my number, my cell phone number, my email address, and my YouTube channel. On the back, obviously an advertisement because it was a free email address. And just I guess a few months ago, I decided to make new business cards. And between that, I had business cards for I guess for a real business or a startup business. I don't know what it was, but that would have worked out a lot. I mean, it would have worked out. I could have been in a really different place right now if it worked out the way that I wanted it to. But again, personal challenges. So I made these. I should cover up some things. And one of the first things on it says human number 4,491,754,397. And I looked up how many people are on the planet Earth. It was like 7 or 8 billion. And then I just kind of guessed that I would be this number based on my age. And I have underneath that, it's not perfect, but enough. And then I have my first name, my middle name, which in the Russian, I mean, it's my middle name is my father's first name, and then my last name, and then my title, which is an opportunity venturist. which I also created, which doesn't exist if you Google. Because a venturist, like there's a capital venturist. A capital venturist is like a wealthy person who just, for instance, would just randomly put $3 million in some random business, and hopefully it'll work out. Hopefully, you know. And if it does, they make a lot of money. If it doesn't, they lose it all. And so I put an opportunity venturist because, you know, that's how I guess my venturism, I guess, is my time. Time is money, and opportunity is, well, life is, I guess, is about opportunity. Um, yeah. And then I put USA because that's where I'm at right now. That was my reasoning behind it. No one actually fully understood this but me. And then I put this like little American flag. And then my phone number. But I put +1 in case you would be dialing from outside the country. No one got that. Then my YouTube channel, my email address, and then my link to my eBay account, which at the time I was selling some things from. And on the back, I thought I should put a calendar just to make it useful, because, like, for instance, now I can look here and find out that today's date is Friday, December 30th. I wanted it to have some purpose, just in case this person would say, I'm not interested in whatever this person is selling, or blah 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 blah. But there's a calendar in the back. I'll keep it in my wallet, or I'll take note in looking at it. So I got, you know, 500. These ones, they have no advertisements because I had some money, so I purchased them. Yeah, we'll just keep them there for now, even though I have a bunch of clutter already here. I have a letter here. You know, life is really strange sometimes, Tom. The way some things happen, you know. I'm not sure what I believe in. I'm not really. I don't think I'm ever gonna have a religion that I'm gonna belong to. Just because. Just because I've been exposed to a lot of religions in my studies, to Buddhism, um, Taoism, Judaism, Christianity, paganism, um, Catholicism, um, did I say paganism? Um, and then just my understanding of Amish, which I guess would be a form of paganism. I think, I'm not sure. Paganism is, I think, is what's paganism? I think that's when you believe in nature or animals. Huh. Well, again, there's Amish. I know in the U.S. I know about Amish, Quakers, Protestants, Christians, Catholics, um, Episcopalians. Then you have all the types of Orthodoxes: Russian Orthodox, Greek Orthodox, Armenian Orthodox, um, the Jews, and then there's like all these branches of the Judaism, of different types of I guess Jews, the different ways of believing. So I guess there are different sects. What else? Mormon. What else? Oh, Muslim. Well, I'm talking about the United States. All right, we have Buddhists. Buddhist. There's a few variations of Buddhism. Um, that no one really practices. I don't think there's anybody practicing things like Taoism or then of course you have your classic devil worship. And I wanted to say that one of the most important things I've learned in my studies was there is no difference between religion and a cult. There's no difference between the two. If you look it up, um, there's no, people say, oh, cults are very bad. They say. I guess most of the time I think yes, but a religion is a cult, and a cult is a religion. You know, it's funny. I don't. I haven't really made up my mind about religion, about certain people in religion, I guess. Hold on, 1 sec. Oh. I have to answer this once I'm done. That's I wanted to my status update to kind of what I wanted to say now is well I will say it again in a more meaningful way, but it's I find it for me personally, maybe it's my personality or just my experiences in life. I find it very hard for me to get myself together to ask for help, I guess. I think a lot of my challenges could have easily just been nothing if I just gotten myself up to ask for help from somebody or from my family. And that's just the way it is, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna stand it here. I think I'm just gonna end it here. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I have to. I'm very nice. Like I just have 3 more videos to render, and then I'll be, once I upload like 8 more Heroes of New York videos and a few StarCraft videos, I'll be clean in terms of if I start playing here Skyrim. I'll immediately be able to begin the rendering process and upload them without having to see a million video files and just like, okay, it's time for me to click, put that in the folder, rename everything, open up the program, open up the file. It's actually it's a very lengthy process. I can maybe I could always. There's a lot of tutorials on there, of course, already on YouTube, but I can always do a personal one. I can explain how how everything is in terms of how the rendering is done. But I've been having trouble finding like a decent screen recorder that doesn't try to infect me with a virus. So. Charles, have you seen the lighter? There it is. I worry about Charlie sometimes. worry about sometimes that I'm gonna wake up or come home and he's gonna be lying there and he's gonna be dead. So we've been, we've been spending time together, trying to make the best of it. Anyways, I think this is way too long for a personal chat, and I kind of just wanna, I'll just sit here by myself. So it's December 30th. No, it's actually December 29th, Thursday. Yeah, does that make sense? Where did I park my car then? Wednesday, Thursday. I think I fucked up. I don't think I should have parked where I'm parked. Oh no, because it's 9:35 p.m. I thought it was 3 a.m. Yeah, it makes sense. So it's December 39th, and tomorrow's going to be December 30th, yeah, Friday. That's why I parked my car on the Thursday area, because all the Friday, because I didn't want to park in the Friday area because I didn't want to get a ticket. Okay. Yeah, that's certain days of the week I can't park my car on a certain on one side of the street, because that's when they have this car, like this truck that comes by and does the cleaning. So they need all the cars to not be there in the morning when the car comes and does the cleaning. So I also wanted to, I'm looking at it right now, but I want to load up Fallen Earth. I'll just play it a little bit. Just give my little thoughts on it. I'm low on disk space. Wait, that's yeah. What the fuck? It's 50 minutes, but I also have to put another video to this. I'm gonna stop this.